My name is Rafael, you watch Marco Garage, and today we're going to talk about the jobs that the incredible Guns N' Roses members Axl Rose, Duff McKagan, and Slash had before fame. But first, please like the video, leave your comment, and let's talk about it. Tell me if you knew about this or not. Well, not everybody's born with a silver spoon in their mouth, right? So before you become a rock star, you gotta work doing something else while you're chasing your dream at night, during the weekends, and etc. And it was not, it was the same thing that the Guns N' Roses members had to do. And let's start by Axl Rose. And man, if you don't know this, you're not gonna believe their jobs. Axl, for example, was the manager of a video store. And he hitchhiked from Lafayette, Indiana until Los Angeles in the early 80s, mid 80s. And after some time he arrived in the city, he got this job at Tower Video, which was really famous at the time, from Tower Records and etc. And it was located at the Sunset Boulevard, one of the most famous places in LA. And he recalled this in an interview with Jimmy Kimmel in 2016, because Axl rarely gives interviews or talk to the press. And he said that he became a manager for a very short amount of time, and he would let everybody have beers after work. He used to hire all his friends, all the people he knew. He hired practically everybody from the old lineup of Guns N' Roses before the band was called Guns N' Roses, for example, Hollywood Rose. And he said they had a great time for a while, and he was very lenient with people being late. And curiously, this leads us to Slash, because he hired Slash. Axl was Slash's boss in this video store, and Slash at the time worked as a shop assistant in the video store where Axl was the manager at Tower Video. And at the time they knew each other. Before they knew each other, a while before they knew each other, they were not exactly friends, because Slash thought that Axl Rose had slept with his then girlfriend, and there was a bad blood between them. But later on, they discovered that Axl actually slept with Slash's girlfriend before she was Slash's girlfriend. So there was no problem then, and they got along well. They were then bandmates in Hollywood Rose, a pre-Guns N' Roses band, and he hired Slash as well. And they worked together. Slash said he worked at the Tower Video on Sunset Boulevard for about a year and a half in the mid 80s. So they worked together, and then they became these big rock stars in the same band. They worked together for a few years. Slash left the band, and thankfully since 2016, right, they're reunited again, working together again. And the final one is incredible bassist and also songwriter, Mr. Duff McKagan. And believe it or not, he was a pastry chef and an appetizer before Guns N' Roses. That's right. Things many fans would never imagine. He's a talented cook, and he did not long after he decided to drop out from high school in the 10th grade. He worked as a pastry chef for the Great American Food and Beverage Company. He worked there while he was earning his general education development. And in an interview with the New Statesman in 2019, he said that at the time he used to make blueberry muffins. Then he evolved to what he called a kind of raspberry torte. He was born in Seattle, Washington in a long time ago, not the exact date, but he moved to, I don't know the exact date, but he decided to move to Los Angeles in 1984. And when he moved to Los Angeles, he started to work at Black Angus restaurant, and he used to work as an appetizer server. It was around that time that he answered the local newspaper ad of artists looking for a bassist, and they were Slash and the drummer, the original Guns N' Roses drummer, Steven Adler. And it was not much after that job that he, Guns N' Roses was really formed, and with their groundbreaking self-titled debut album, Appetite for Destruction. And it's curiously Appetite for Destruction, and he was an appetizer, so it makes all the sense. In 1987, they had one of the greatest debut albums of all time. They became this huge band, and the rest is history. So it's really cool to know their jobs before fame. Well, if you want to read more about this, please visit the link below the video. You can read the article about this, see all the interviews, and read all the interviews where these three legendary musicians talked about their early jobs. And don't forget to please subscribe to the channel, help us out, like the video, leave your comment, tell me if you knew about these or not, and let's talk about it. Thank you for watching, and I see you later.